Archangel Michael says, there are whispers that do not come from love, and tonight, one of those whispers carried your name. In a place where light feared to shine, someone mentioned you with envy burning in their voice. But as their breath twisted your name in secret, heaven awakened, and your name echoed across dimensions with thunderous honor. Do not be mistaken, the enemy has tried again. You were mentioned in conversations meant to break your spirit and block your way forward. But they underestimated the hand that covers you from above, the voice that calls you chosen. Someone who sits behind the mask of friendship murmured a false story about you under a crescent moon. Their goal was to shrink your influence and paint you in colors of misunderstanding. But every lie they coated in shadows is now being peeled away by the roar of divine light. Archangel Michael says, you are not hidden, you were only being positioned for a better stage. You were not forgotten. Heaven was preparing your reveal. The night tried to contain your truth, but morning could not keep quiet anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There is a sound now, rising, unignorable. It is not from man, not from those who gather to plan your downfall, but from angels shouting your name. They speak it with purpose, dignity, and truth that no whisper can drown. Every tear you held back when no one stood for you has been collected like treasure. You didn't see the gathering, but heaven did. And now the wind carries your name not as a victim, but as a victorious soul touched by fire and not consumed. You are not the story they tried to write in rooms filled with bitterness. You are the light that entered and exposed what they could no longer keep hidden. A shift is happening, one heartbeat at a time, and you are walking right into the center of it. When your name was uttered in dishonor, heaven began preparing an event in your favor. People who never truly saw you will now be forced to hear your name spoken in honor, with no permission to interrupt. Their silence is coming, not by force, but by the power of undeniable truth. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You have no idea the power your name carries in the spirit realm. When darkness called it out, heaven responded with a decree. No longer will you walk silently among the loud lies they built. Archangel Michael says, the walls they tried to close in on you are now shaking. Their foundation was not built in truth, and so they cannot stand any longer. Heaven is tearing down what they raised against you. The people you thought were on your side secretly celebrated when they believed you were losing. Now they are watching as light wraps around you in undeniable strength. They will pretend to be confused, but in their hearts, they know what they did. You will not need to fight for vindication, because heaven is already speaking. Your name has become like thunder rolling over every false whisper. They will tremble not because of the recognition that you were never alone. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. Every time they mentioned you with mockery, an angel recorded it. Not for revenge, but for reversal. The weight they placed on your shoulders is about to be carried by justice itself. You never deserved the betrayal, but you survived it with silent strength. You kept moving forward, unsure why you felt pain from invisible daggers. Now you know, because the shadows carried your name far too often. There is a reason you feel different in your sleep, like you're waking from a long silence. It's because the veil is being lifted. You are no longer beneath their control, and they can sense it. Archangel Michael says, the light that is announcing you cannot be dimmed anymore. No matter who tries to cover it, heaven's command is final. The next time your name is spoken, it will be for celebration. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You are being pushed to the front because they tried too hard to keep you in the back. They failed to erase you, so now heaven is elevating you. The shift is not random, it is spiritual retaliation in your favor. They marked you for silence, but you were born with a voice tied to destiny. Your gifts were mocked, but now those same gifts are unlocking doors faster than they can blink. Do not shrink now, you are stepping into the position that was whispered into your soul before birth. You're not rising because of luck, you're rising because truth doesn't stay buried. Your heart knew something was off, even when your mind tried to ignore it. Now, the pieces are coming together, and they won't be able to ignore you. Their denial of your value became the weapon that activated heaven's defense. They plotted against you not knowing you were divinely insured. Their plans did not expire, they were dismantled before they could launch. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They called you weak, but your silence was spiritual armor. They called you naive, but your discernment was never off. It was divine timing. Now, watch them stumble in confusion as their secrets spill out. There is a table being prepared with your name etched in gold. The same people who removed your name from their circles will see it elevated above their reach. Heaven is not playing fair, it's playing righteous. The light is not just revealing your name, it's revealing the truth that was hidden with it. You are not just remembered, you are about to be recognized. And the people who swore they would never say your name again will be the first to mention it in praise. Archangel Michael says, this is the season of reversal. Everything they wished on you is now bouncing back. You are not under a curse, you are under a covering. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If only they knew the power your name holds in heaven, they would have never whispered it in sin. The darkness they trusted is now exposing their intentions. They did not just talk about you, they testified unknowingly of your destiny. Heaven's courtroom is not swayed by emotions, it moves by truth. Your truth has been heard, and the verdict is coming in your favor. What was spoken in shadows is being shouted in the light. People will begin to approach you with sudden kindness. They will say they always believed in you, but your spirit will know better. Do not reject them, but do not forget what you endured in silence. Heaven is preparing to honor you in front of people who buried your name with lies. This time, they will not be allowed to whisper, they will be forced to witness. Your presence will speak louder than any excuse they try to offer. Type Amen to get blessing 2244. You have survived the season of hidden harm. Now you are walking into a season of open restoration. You may feel emotional, but it's not pain, it's release. Let yourself cry when recognition meets your name. Those are not tears of weakness, but of fulfilled justice. Heaven is hugging your name right now with banners of light. They will try to act like they don't remember what they said. But heaven remembers. And it is heaven that is rewriting your story with glory, not grief. You were born for this unveiling. No whisper can stop a shout when angels carry the sound. And your name has already reached places your feet haven't even touched. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You have seen enough darkness. You have felt enough confusion. Now it's time for clarity and celebration. A new light is rising over your name. This light doesn't just restore, it elevates. You are about to feel the warmth of being seen in the right way. Archangel Michael says, you were divinely planted, not buried. Every dark word spoken about you became soil for your growth. Now you are rising, strong and rooted. This season will prove why you were whispered in darkness. It will also prove why heaven chose to shout your name in the light. Your time has come, and nothing can stop what's unfolding for you now. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. The days of being ignored and misjudged are closing now like an old chapter sealed by divine fire. What once was tolerated in silence is now being confronted by sacred justice. The pain they caused by mocking your name is now becoming their burden to face. Their laughter that echoed behind your back has stopped, replaced with nervous silence. What they feared most is happening. Your name is rising, not because of their approval, but because heaven said so. They will wonder who is supporting you now, but the truth is, you were never alone. You were just hidden under divine strategy, not forgotten. There were angels surrounding you when you cried alone and questioned why your name kept coming up in conflict. That protection is now becoming power, and that power is making noise they cannot escape. The whispers they used to shrink you are now exposing them. There is no hiding place from light once heaven starts shining. And right now, light is dancing around your name like a banner in the wind. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. People will look at you and wonder how you survived the shame they tried to create for you. They will pretend they didn't notice the transformation happening around you. But their spirit knows, you were touched by something greater than human defense. Doors are opening that were once bolted shut. These are not random opportunities, they are heaven's reward for the way you stayed silent when you could have screamed. Your peace was powerful, and now your reward is undeniable. You didn't beg for attention, you were being built in private. That construction is now complete, and the reveal is here. You are about to be seen for the truth of who you are. Every whisper about your weakness is now being swallowed by testimonies of your strength. Every plot they made in darkness is being dismantled in front of the same people who cheered for your downfall. And they won't be able to deny your glow, even if they try. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This season will embarrass your enemies without you speaking a word. Heaven will do the talking. And your name will be shouted from platforms they said you'd never touch. People who walked away from you in your valley will hear your name from the mountaintop. Not in envy, but in realization, they left too soon. They exited your life before your glory was unwrapped. Your journey was never random. You had to be whispered about so heaven could shout your name with purpose. There's a difference between popularity and purpose, and now, you are becoming both. Archangel Michael says, they used your name like a dagger, but it's now a sword of light in your hand. You will fight no more, your presence will do the fighting. And it will silence every whisper that ever tried to destroy you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The shift is so close you can feel it in your skin. Your energy is changing because your name is being positioned in places you haven't yet walked. Your future is already calling your name in meetings that don't know your face yet. The same people who said, "You'll never make it," are now checking your name online. They are seeing what heaven already saw in you. But this time, it's too late for them to undo what has begun. Let them talk now, it won't hurt you. Let them watch now, it will only push your light further. They tried to break you in secret, and now heaven is blessing you in public. There is a divine reversal in place. And no amount of regret from your enemies will stop it. Your name is now a key unlocking doors meant for royal favor. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They whispered behind your back because they were scared of what you'd become if you truly stepped into your power. Now they are witnessing what they feared the most, your rise. But it is too late to silence what heaven has chosen to amplify. Everything stolen in secret will be returned in a way they cannot block. Every delay they caused will be corrected with acceleration. You are being compensated for the lies told behind your back. They will say your name, not to shame you, but to associate with your glory. They will want to reconnect, but you will be surrounded by divine protection. You are not who you were when they betrayed you, you are now crowned by revelation. This is not just a glow-up, it is a spiritual unveiling. Your destiny was never tied to their validation. You are standing now because heaven never let you fall. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The rumors didn't kill you, they refined you. The lies didn't destroy you, they birthed the version of you that no one expected. And now, your name is sacred fire to those who once handled it like trash. They gossiped because they were intimidated. Now, they're speechless because you are walking in what they said you'd never have. The God behind your story is now the voice behind your elevation. This is not a temporary blessing. This is a permanent mark that your name has divine backing. The whispers have ended, the thunder has begun. Archangel Michael says, the storm around your name was only meant to clear the air. Now the air is pure, the sky is open, and your rise is unstoppable. You are not done, this is only the beginning of what your name will unlock. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You are a living reminder that whispers cannot hold back the shout of purpose. People will hear your name in places where they thought you had no access. They will wonder how you got there, but the truth is, they tried to block what heaven wrote. Your name has entered a season of favor. People will bless you without even knowing why they feel led to. Because heaven is shouting your name into hearts you haven't even met. This is bigger than revenge. This is redemption with authority. And your name is the signature on every page of this divine transformation. Let them whisper all they want now. Their noise cannot stop the sound of destiny. Your name was made to echo through realms they'll never touch. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. You will receive a message, a call, or an opportunity that has your name on it clearly. Not because you applied, but because heaven assigned it to you. The path is clearing and the right people are being guided to you. All the wrong ones who misused your name are being removed. You are no longer reachable by confusion. Only clarity surrounds you now. Expect sudden recognition. Expect a quiet apology dressed in admiration. They may not say they're sorry, but they will show it by the way they change when your name is spoken. You are being remembered by divine command. Not because of who you know, but because of who you are. And your name is now powerful in ways you don't even realize yet. Type Amen to get blessing 1234. Heaven didn't wait for you to become perfect before shouting your name. It waited for you to become ready. And now, you are more ready than ever. When they whispered, they thought no one would know. But heaven heard. And now, your name is like thunder walking through the silence they created. Let your head be lifted. Your story is turning golden now. Your name is blessed, favored, and free. The next time you hear your name, it will be tied to miracles. No more whispers. Only light, sound, and the roar of victory that belongs to you now. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. The celebration of your name has already begun in rooms you haven't entered yet. Heaven's echo is loud, it's reaching hearts, influencing minds, and clearing the path ahead of you. You are not being introduced, you are being remembered by divine instruction. Your name is now sacred currency in the hands of angels. They are speaking it into the ears of destiny helpers who are being stirred in their sleep. These are people assigned to lift, connect, support, and recognize what others tried to bury. Even in their last effort to ruin your name, they activated your announcement. The moment they spoke your name in deceit, heaven gave the command to reverse everything. This is divine retribution by light, not revenge through bitterness. Archangel Michael says, those who whispered have lost their grip. They no longer control the atmosphere around your name. Your energy has shifted, and the whispers can't follow where you're headed. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You are becoming too spiritually radiant to be contained. The ones who once twisted your name to others are now silent, because they can't explain how you're still rising. They called you broken, but now they are seeing you crowned. The gates that were closed to your name are now opening by unseen keys. What seemed delayed was actually preserved. You were not rejected, you were rerouted to something greater. Do not let your past confusion make you question this moment of breakthrough. This is not a coincidence, it's the reward for your endurance when the whispers got loud. You stayed calm when storms gathered behind your back, and heaven never forgot that. They spoke lies, but your truth is roaring now. Not in anger, but in undeniable outcomes. You are becoming the living proof that whispered curses cannot stop chosen ones. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You've entered a dimension where every time your name is mentioned, a blessing is released. Not just for you, but through you. Your name has been aligned with healing, breakthroughs, and divine appointments. You didn't know it, but while they whispered, angels were repositioning you. They thought they were harming you with stories, but they were actually fueling your launch. Your delay was a setup for deeper roots, and now your rise is impossible to stop. Heaven saw every betrayal. Not to punish, but to preserve. And now, because of those whispers, your name has been moved into a realm of divine power. People are waking up thinking about you and they don't know why. They are being led to support you, help you, and honor you. That's what happens when your name is now shouted in divine light. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your voice carries weight now because it was once drowned out by whispers. Your walk has become holy ground because of the pain you endured in silence. You were overlooked, but only so you could be preserved for something greater. Every person who tried to turn others against you will now be surrounded by the very people they poisoned. And those people will see you for who you truly are. Their lies will not survive the truth of your presence anymore. This elevation isn't small, it's generational. Your name is about to bring honor not just to you, but to those connected to you. A legacy is forming from what they tried to ruin. You will be called not just successful, but chosen. Not just liked, but appointed. And your name will carry the fragrance of favor wherever it is spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. The moment you thought you were losing everything was the moment your name entered the ears of angels. They began speaking on your behalf in ways no human could understand. And now, the vibration of your name is shaking systems into position. You will begin to notice how your name unlocks things without effort. This is not manipulation, it's manifestation. Heaven has authorized this moment. Don't worry if the ones who whispered now try to get close again. They sense the glory resting on you. Just stay anchored in truth and keep your heart aligned with purpose. They cannot access what you now carry. The realm of your new name is guarded. You are not in the same space anymore, spiritually or emotionally. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You were tested by silence, and you passed. You were judged by shadows, but you remained in light. Now, the weight of heaven's blessing is falling gently over your name. From now on, your name will remind people of resilience, redemption, and rising. It will no longer be used to gossip, it will be used to testify. Your testimony is becoming stronger than their narratives. The shift that is happening cannot be reversed. Every attempt to destroy your identity has crumbled. And from the ashes, your name is rising with fire and gold. Archangel Michael says, you are not just being lifted, you are being placed. A divine position is waiting with your name sealed upon it. It is yours, and no whisper in this world can unseat what heaven has decreed. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Expect invitations, surprises, unexpected messages that honor you. They are coming not because of popularity, but because of spiritual inheritance. Your name is in rooms where you were once denied entry. People will speak about you in awe. Even the ones who don't like you will be forced to acknowledge your growth. That is the loudest sound your name will make, transformation they can't deny. You are a walking prophecy fulfilled. A whispered name that could not be silenced. A chosen soul who now walks in the shout of heaven's approval. They may not clap for you, but their silence is enough. You no longer need their applause. Heaven's shout is louder than any crowd could offer. Type Amen to get blessing 505. When they whispered in rooms you didn't enter, you felt the cold shift in the air. You sensed the betrayal, even if you couldn't prove it. But now, those same rooms will hear your name with joy and regret side by side. This is justice that doesn't seek revenge, it seeks realignment. You are being restored in front of those who thought your name had no future. But your name was not buried, it was blessed. The more they tried to stain it, the brighter it glowed. Now they cannot look away, no matter how hard they try. Their eyes will witness what their tongues tried to kill. Your name is like thunder now, loud, undeniable, sacred. It will be remembered not for the lies, but for the victory. You are the walking reversal of every whispered curse. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This is the moment where everything turns. What once was spoken in shadows has become the anthem of your breakthrough. What was said to curse you is now fueling your favor. You are not just a name they tried to erase. You are a force they could never stop. And now, you are finally being seen the way heaven always intended. Let the whispers fade. Let the noise die down. Your time of divine shouting has begun. Heaven is speaking louder now. Your name is being carried by wind, thunder, and the voice of destiny. You have arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 333333.